Real caustics in Blender, they look great, but they're brutal on performance. But why? Because Cycles uses ray tracing. It has to calculate how each light ray passes through transparent objects, bends, and hits other surfaces. Even a simple cup on a floor can take forever. But getting caustics to even appear in Blender means a whole checklist of steps. First, you need to enable receive caustics on the surface where the caustics will appear, like the floor. Then go to your object, like this glass cup, and enable cast shadow caustics so it can project light patterns through it. Now, if you're using an HDRI, you'll need to go into the world settings and enable shadow caustics there. If you're using a light source, same thing. Select the light, go into its settings, and enable shadow caustics. It's tedious, it's technical, and all of it still leads to a slow, heavy render. All right, let's see how long this simple scene takes to render. It took 35 seconds, but you add more lights, more objects, and it will take a whole lot longer. Now let's undo all that and render our cheap caustics version. This took 11 seconds, that's over 3 times faster. And yeah, it's not photoreal caustics, but it fakes the glow and shimmer in a way that's fast, flexible, and super clean. It's a great alternative. Okay, let's jump in and make it from scratch. With a new material, delete the BSDF and start with a mix shader. From the FAC, connect a light path node. Specifically, the is shadow ray output. Why? Because we only want this effect to appear in shadows. Now plug in a glass BSDF and a transparent BSDF into the mix shader. The glass gives us realistic refraction. The transparent makes sure we get fake glow where the light would pass through. Let's control how much light bends based on the object's shape. Grab a geometry node and pull out the normal output and get a dot product node. Now take the incoming from the light path node and plug it into the second dot product input. Let's shape the strength of this effect. Add a divide node. Plug the dot product into the first input. Then grab the tangent from the geometry node and plug it into the second input. This pushes contrast in how light spreads based on surface angle. Now connect that into a map range node to remap values so we can fine tune the brightness or glow range later. Next, grab position from the geometry node. Connect it to a new dot product and this time plug the normal into the second input. Then take that output and send it into a normalize node and from there into the to min of the map range. Normalize keeps values clean and readable. Then I will duplicate the normalize and attach it to the from max input and connect the normalize node to the true normal in the geometry node. Then let's give ourselves a little more room and get a mix color node, ensuring it's set to mix. Then when we plug it into the transparent shader, we will start to see our caustics come alive, but we need to do a couple more changes. First, in the map range node, we need to change it from linear to stepped linear, so we get access to this steps option, which will also take this normalize to clean up any more artifacts that may appear. And finally, change the B color to black. And there you go. A clean, fast, fake caustic effect that cuts your render time by more than half, with flexible control. Want this material already built? Download the faux caustics material from polysweet.app for free, along with loads of other fully procedural Blender materials.